Good morning or good afternoon, and welcome back to Hajways. So just imagine, what if one walk could take you from the medieval cathedrals to futuristic towers, all within 20 minutes. Join me as we explore the hidden layers of Manchester, from ancient streets and iconic landmarks to the city's bold new skyline. This is not just a walking tour, it's a journey through 800 years of history, architecture and reinvention. Let's discover the Manchester most or many people miss. Today, we begin our walk at one of the most scenic and historically rich spots in the city, the Cathedral Approach, right by the embankment, overlooking the River Irwell. This river once served as a vital artery during the Industrial Revolution, separating the historic cores of Salford and Manchester. So as we head up the Cathedral Approach Bridge, we enter the Greengate area, or the Greengate area, one of the oldest parts of Salford. Historically, this was the market district, bustling with street traders and industry in the 18th and the 19th centuries. Today, it's a symbol of Manchester's transformation, with Greengate Square acting as a bridge, literally and figuratively, between past and present. So beneath this bridge once stood narrow alleys filled with smoke and soot from textile factories. Now it's a space of light, clean lines and reflection pools, a place where people relax, meet and take the urban views. So right from this viewpoint, we can see some historic, iconic landmarks. Manchester's cathedrals, which is right behind us, the beautifully restored Corn Exchange and the unmistakable National Football Museum, housed futuristic glass-clad building. And then on this area we have this building here that houses the Deloitte's offices, and here in Manchester, a structures that are a great example of contemporary corporate architecture, but the land they stand on has a longer story. This area was used used to be packed with warehouses and mills, integral to Manchester's title as the first industrial city in the world. And then in this area, we're also going to see the new additions to Manchester's skyline. For example, the CitySuites Aparthotels I and II, sleek residential towers that also serve as a luxury accommodation, standing tall near Chapel Street and Greengate Road. So let's head there. Yes, so as I said, let's walk back from these blocks where they house the offices, and where we get a sense of the space. They sit elevated above Greengate Road, and from the front side you get unparalleled views of across the city space. And from this elevated edge here, and on our right hand side, just by the Q Park entrance where we're heading, we're going to see fantastic views. Look at this. You can spot everything from the Greengate Square down here and then all the way to the Andal Market far in the distance. We are basically looking over the old and the new town centers, something very few cities blend so seamlessly. Look at those views. Is that not beautiful? And this down here with that sculpture in the middle is the Greengate that is the Greengate Square. So we are still on top of the bridge, which is the Cathedral Approach. And why they call it the Cathedral Approach is because when we go down, actually it leads us to the cathedral that you can see right there. Now, last week we did a wonderful or spectacular video about the cathedral. If you haven't watched it, please make sure you don't miss that video. It's a fantastic video where we managed to visit the cathedral, not just walking around it, but we actually went inside, and the architecture is absolutely amazing. So before we leave the Cathedral Approach, we're going to try and see if we can catch views from both sides. We've seen the other side, and this other side is how it looks like. Right at the end there, we can see the football museum, which you will also see in this video. So if it's your first time, the channel goes by the name of Hajways. Please subscribe or consider subscribing, like the videos and share them with friends and family, because this is the only way you can help this channel to grow, and it's free of charge. So now we'll head down the Cathedral Approach and onto Victoria Street, which leads to the elegant Victoria Bridge down at the end. This spot here for me is one that has very unique views of the city of Manchester, and if you come to visit Manchester, make sure that you don't miss this area. And that is what made me to think that I should share this in this video, so that the whole world can see the beauty of this area. Please drop down a comment down here and let me know what you think of this area and this video in general. And this down here is River Irwell, which has featured in quite a number of our videos in sections. And some of the sections, especially up the river here on our left hand side, is actually beautiful. If you haven't watched those videos which cover the spinning fields and the River Irwell area, please go and watch those videos. You will never regret. So now we are on Victoria Bridge. This bridge opened in 1839. It's a lovely spot to pause and take in views of the River Irwell once more. Before we leave, let's cross to the other side and catch views of the other side, or the second bridge. Look at that. So if we go all the way up, we should be headed towards the area that will bring you to the spinning fields that I was talking about. But you can really appreciate here how the city has grown, layer upon layer of Victorian charm, industrial grit, and modern brilliance. There's a gap in between there. I wonder how long it's going to take before they actually build a new structure there. So now we are on the cathedral yard, and it's a charming plaza filled with small hotels and bustling eateries. Just behind the towers, the Manchester Cathedral, a building that has stood in one form or another since the 13th century. The current structure dates largely from the 15th century. It has seen many restorations, especially after damage during the World War II. As we continue down or behind the cathedral, we are drawn towards one of the most beautiful buildings in the city, and that's the Corn Exchange, which we have right in front of us. And this Grade 2 listed building was completed in 1903 and was originally used for corn and produce trading. It played a significant role during Manchester's rise as a trade capital in the 19th and the 20th centuries. In the modern era, it has been completely revitalized. Inside, you'll find a collection of international restaurants, cafes and bars, plus leisure venues like Escape Hunt, and it is a brilliant example of how Manchester preserves history while keeping spaces alive and active. And now we are stepping into the Cathedral Gardens, but before that, let's catch this beautiful view of the Corn Exchange. For me, this is one of the most beautiful buildings here in the city. So as we step down into the Cathedral Gardens, we enter one of Manchester's most loved spaces. This green area is a popular spot for meetups and weekend lounging. It's perfectly framed. On one end, it's the Football Museum. Right at the end, the glass building. We're going to pass by there. And on another wing is the Corn Exchange. And nearby is a gem of Manchester's educational and cultural legacy, the Chetham School of Music. Now, we did speak about this in my previous video, where I mentioned that this one was built thanks to the donation of the philanthropist Humphrey Chetham, who was one of the big guys during the cotton trade, and it was meant to be for the poor boys who would then learn in this school of music. So the Humphrey, which is that one there, right in front of us, the Humphrey Chetham School of Music, or the Chetham School of Music. It was founded in 1653 by Humphrey Chetham, a wealthy merchant and cotton magnate. And this school was established to provide free education, as I said, and Chetham's legacy also continues or includes the Chetham's Library, the oldest public library in the English-speaking world. So let's enjoy the gardens as we cross over to the other side, towards the Football Museum, which is, by the way, it houses over 140,000 items related to football history and culture. So whether you are a die-hard fan or just a curious, it's worth a visit, and we're going to come to visit this place. That's my promise. So as we exit this area, we're going to go to the back side of the museum to see what that area has to offer. But first, before we leave this area, let's catch these beautiful views of this beautiful structure of the football, or that houses the Football Museum. So now we are on Corporation Street, right behind the football museum that you can see here. We are now circling behind, and we're going to pass by the Hotel Indigo, which is right in front of us there, that cylindrical structure. A boutique stay that mixes modern comforts with industrial chic decor that pays tribute to Manchester's textile past. The weather is very nice today, and people have come out here in their numbers, though we can't see them here, but just some few couple of minutes away from here there is a lot of action happening. Plus this weekend there is a lot happening in terms of festivals here in Manchester. So this is, as I said, the Hotel Indigo, and right behind it, that beautiful white structure or roof, that is the if you've heard about the Manchester's Victoria train station, that would be the Manchester's Victoria station. And I think one day we will try to go and visit it and see if we can film around there as well, just to have a look. I've passed by, but I've never gone inside. But it is a station that has got a lot of history that I think would interest many people who follow my videos. And here we are at the junction with Balloon Street. We reached this significant statue of Robert Owen. Owen was a Welsh social reformer and one of the founders of the utopian socialism and the cooperative movement. He believed in the transformative power of education, fair and shared ownership, and his ideas were radical for the early 1800s. And this statue here that we've left behind commemorates his enduring impact, especially relevant in Manchester, a city that itself has long been at the forefront of social reform and workers' rights. So we're going to walk all the way up this Balloon Street and also enjoy the views of all these historical buildings around here. So as we make our way up Balloon Street, we'll pass by the Printworks. Now I should mention, which is right ahead of us, I should mention that Printworks was once a bustling print and publishing complex, and today it's a vibrant hub filled with restaurants, bars and entertainment venues. So when you come to Manchester, make sure that you don't miss the Printworks. And this is one of the trams that you've seen in many of my videos, which is the common mode of transport if you are here in Manchester. There are not many lanes, it's not very extensive throughout Manchester, but just a few lanes which do cater for the population here. So now we are in Shudehill, and this here will be our final destination right ahead of us. This major Shudehill station is a major transport interchange, making it one of the most convenient gateways to Manchester. You can see there's so many young people. It's just because they're heading to the festival, and the festivals are actually being held at the Heaton Park. It's the summer period, so this is what we do have. So there's a lot of fun and action happening around here in Manchester during this summer. So this will now bring us to the end of our walk today, from ancient cathedrals and Victorian trade halls to shimmering towers and socially conscious statues. This route tells the story of a city that honors its past while looking boldly towards the future. If you enjoyed this tour and want to see more walks throughout the heart of Manchester and beyond, do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment about your favorite part of today's journey, and also so that I can come back to you in writing to at least thank you. Just to remind you before I end the video, the channel goes by the name of Hajways. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share these videos. Until next time, it's a bye from me today.